Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. I haven't been making videos lately, mostly just because I haven't felt like it. My life isn't all that exciting, so haven't had a whole lot to share. However, here in the very near future, probably in just over a month, I'm going to be heading out, leaving the Pacific Northwest, heading back to the Midwest, Indiana for probably a few months, and then my plan is to be in Florida before fall. So that's the game plan right now. When I came out here 2.5 years ago, it was the right thing to do at the time, and it's been fine, but the adjustment of leaving, I guess, you know, the area you're accustomed to, where you've lived your whole life, and traveling all the way across the country, adapting to the climate, to the social environment, and everything. It's been interesting. So I'm gonna leave for now. It doesn't mean I won't be back out in this part of the country, but for now I'm gonna go back. There are things I want to do and places I want to go, and since I have the flexibility to do that, I'm not gonna wait. Shortly after I moved to Washington, I had to switch my license over, and my DOT physical for my CDL was due also. So when I went to the doctor to get my physical, I thought it was kind of funny that they were asking me repeatedly if I had any problems with depression. And I was like, well, no, everything's fine. So, and I've heard that in this part of the country that depression's a big issue. So after spending a few winters here, I'm starting to understand more clearly why that is. I haven't had real issues with depression, but the winters here, although they are much more mild than the Midwest that I'm accustomed to, they're still very dreary. It's wet and cloudy and foggy a lot, and it can certainly get you down. And that's actually part of the reason why I want to get out of here. Even now in late May, the weather's been up and down a lot. We've had days in the 80s, even upper 80s. But most generally speaking, the weather is more like it is today, where it's, you know, for a high 60, low 60s, partly sunny, which is fine, and people in hotter climates are probably thinking I'm crazy right now, but I like the warmer climate. I don't like to be cold. I like to wear shorts and flip-flops and short sleeve shirts and not have the inconvenience of having to bundle up to go do things. So that's one small part of why I'm going to head back east and then south. I miss a lot of my friends. I have been to Florida twice since I've lived out here in the last 2.5 years, which was great, but I haven't been back to see any of my friends back home in Illinois and Indiana, and I want to do that. But probably the biggest reason for my decision is the cost of living. So I'm in the Portland, Oregon area. I've spent time on both sides of the river, both in Oregon and in Washington. And the cost of living here is much higher than what I'm used to. And the wage doesn't really seem to be in line with that higher cost of living. So in order to live here comfortably, I would have to continue my current lifestyle, which is fine. I love the RV. I love that lifestyle. That's completely fine with me. But what I'm finding out is places to park, RV parks and such, are pretty limited. And there are, if you look at a map of the RV parks out here, it looks like there are quite a few. However, if you actually go drive around and look at them, there are probably a lot less that you would actually consider living in. Some of them are basically trailer parks, mobile home parks that accept RVs, and there are others that are RV parks solely. However, the residents there I have a lot of questions about. So it limits you on where you can live. My hope was when I came out here that I would be able to find a private piece of property to rent space from. And there have been some that I've went and looked at, but they've either been so far out or without any utilities, those sorts of things. So there's a lot of things to factor in. And anyway, what I'm getting to is that for me, I don't foresee a future here long term. So my plan is to go back east where the cost of living is lower, reestablish myself, and go from there. I don't really know what the future holds right now, but that's also kind of exciting to head out on an adventure. You know, life is what you make of it. I'm not making much of it here, so it's time to move on. I'll still be coming back to the area. It is beautiful here. When the weather's nice, it's absolutely gorgeous here. It's amazing. But as far as living here for me, I'm about done. So time to head out and get the adventure going. I will do better to post videos. I have some stuff that I need to take care of RV-wise, and I will be sure to film that in case any of you can use that information. So I hope you all take care, hope you're doing well, and I will talk to you soon.